on our radar. It will take some time that we've got to work within the government circle and the judiciary to make sure that is effectuated. So I get your point, but going forward, we'll pay more attention to those kind of behavior, that if we put a stop order, we'll make sure we put a mechanism to enforce it. The violators need to be taken to court, and the court can be able to enforce the stop order. But I think Jara answered most of the questions in terms of the total number of fine imposed. At least since I took over, that's what I showed. I think the first one out of 3, and the one today, I've got to go back and count them before I can do the total in my head right now. But I summarized the first one and the one we imposed today. Since I've been at the EPA, especially after the Supreme Court ruling, of course, those are the ones we've been working on. So we are asking everyone to help us, and especially the citizens, help us so that we help ourselves. Trash collection, putting trash in drainage is bad, and constructing in a wetland is bad. Filling in a swamp to say I'm going to build my house is bad. You're going to submerge, the water is coming, and it's going to be a problem for you. It's better you be patient and find a better place than to try to use a swamp. Don't do that in the swamp. Thank you.
Minister?
So when I took the podium, knowing what I came to say. And I said exactly what I needed to say. What I needed to say first and foremost was to announce that the chains have started to arrive. And I was very clear that it is an initial action on our part, that there will be continuous engagement and conversation in providing more information on where we are. And that will not change because somebody asked me a question to say why, and I'm ready to say. So whatever processes will follow, whatever those processes, those conversations will unfold in the days ahead. But what I wanted you to know today is a revolution is taking place. Anybody who doesn't see it that way, it's okay. But even during the olden days when those maintenance zones existed, it didn't have that kind of presence of machinery. 2, technologically the world has advanced. So even the quality of machines that will be in these zones cannot be compared to what was there when the concept was being actualized then. So the good news that the Liberian people needed to know, which you too needed to know, is the machines have started to arrive. I've even told you how many trips will be required for all 285 pieces of machines to be here. You will hear that in the coming days. What are the different specifications? You will hear that in the coming days. What are the procedures and processes that are common? You will hear that in the following days. But do I wait for all of that before I tell the Liberian people who eagerly could be glad about this huge intervention before I say to them, at least I know that one, that they have started to arrive. Do I wait for all that you need before I say, hey, I think no. I think in terms of communication, it was the proper thing to do to announce. Yeah, you want to see them physically. Those things are not much more than mosquitoes. So they can't hide from their eyes. You see them. I'm told there was a plan to, because the port is, it doesn't have space. So they're supposed to be stored somewhere outside the port. I'm sure I'll get that information and you guys will know. Besides that, you don't make out for me to help them. We can't hide nothing from them. When we're ready to put it in port, we carry them. So you can't see the machine. But the good news is, already, farmers will be rescued by the rescue mission. For citizens, some of whom were getting stranded on roads for weeks. will not just pass through with ease. Because the maintenance process on these corridors until we can pave them, which we do before we leave office, to be such that the roads will be passable throughout the I look forward to seeing me, join me one keke with driven farmer and others, and we take a ride all the way to Zulu Whiskey. That's what we're talking about. And that process of transformation is on. I don't believe such a good thing has been opposed by anyone. If there were doubts, there were questions, they've been answered. But what exactly those answers are, I will come back to you for as we keep engaging. You know, we do the thing plenty. Even today, you're having 2 press conferences. I know what I told you already. After the one, we're having one more 3 o'clock. Don't complain about being here because your interest is protected just by being here. If you want to run my own interest, then it's up to you. But I have an obligation to protect your interest. Okay, somebody wait, I come in. You ask me a question, all your question went to EPA. They say you want to ask a question, and after you refuse to ask me when you escape all this thing.
On the entire bus.
So I want to answer the man who talk about boss because you didn't ask me questions. But I was taking each to ask you want to ask. Because you know I can't run away from questions. So look, you know, sometimes we just do some things differently in Africa. And for some of us who have the chance to live out of the country, by the way, you all know that in the last 6 years I was in the US. The transport system is one of the easier things there. Because it's a place that either is enhanced by public-private partnership or so many private actors. When I'm driving to work in the morning and I'm passing through Guadalajara and Panama Junction, the things I see there can pinch my heart. You see people running behind the 1 or 2 buses that are available. Somebody could drop, they could get hurt. Their legs would slide on a bus, they could break their legs. Nobody should suffer that just to pay their own money. I'm looking for free bus, but you won't pay your own money. So one of the things people do all over the place is you encourage private investors to come and invest in your transport and other system. So the government has a proposal. And that proposal comes from Technology Fund Africa Limited and Marco Polo Africa. Combined proposal. What do they want to do? They want to come here and invest in about 1,200 buses. Environmentally solar-friendly buses. You know what that means? The only technical people here will think about that. But that's what they want to do. I've seen their project proposal, which is 13 pages. All the routes that they intend to use those buses on, how many should be deployed in a route. Everything should be listed clearly. Around 1,200 of those buses. Think about that. Walk around the street, see the way people fighting for buses. And imagine, in addition to the ones you had that people struggling with, additional 1,200 buses are out there. We're going to be fighting for cacao till they break their foot. But it's a proposal. The government is reviewing the proposal. If there's a decision on that, it's an investment package decision, and the whole of government will make that decision. Is the government inclined to investment in transportation? I think it should be yes. Or are they now running and taking Marco Polo? No, Marco Polo only submitted a proposal. When we reach the level where the proposal is being accepted and we're moving into having a formal agreement, you will know. But it's a real good thing. Now people just thinking about investing in different areas in our country. And transport being one of the most challenging areas, I think gave us a chance to review this 13-page proposal that intends to ensure 1,200 public transport buses being available. Hopefully the plan move in all directions of the country. Let's look at it. And I think, if you ask my personal opinion, and based on what I see every day as an everyday man in the street, I think we give it attention, we do all of the backgrounds, we see what the feasibilities are and whether it's Marco Polo and the Technology Africa group or it's another group or whatever it is. We've got to make sure we solve the problem of public transport. Just as we're talking about the roads will not use themselves. Human beings will use them. And what the human beings will use will be whether they're buses, taxis, keke, what they need them. And to have buses on those routes was cheaper maybe than the taxi because they can take smaller people. Whereas the buses will take many people. It comes to economic viability. Is there something you want to ask me? I gave you that chance.
Yeah, Mr. Minister, my name is Strogon Flammer.
I know your name, don't call me. I the first one.
You care to comment on the? You care to comment on the press conference of the opposition CDC that the government of Liberia, through the LBS, denied the usage of the state-run institution, which also is a constitutional right. If you read the Constitution, Article 56 is clear about how every citizen, no matter your political party or your religious background, should have access to the state-run institution. But the CDC is surprised that your government, through the LBS, denied them access to the state-run institution.
So, if I will spend my time here as the Minister of Information, to be responding to political parties, I will not communicate government program and policies. Because the CDC and any other party for that matter will make claims every day. It will not be a core value of our work. But what I could say is that when I hear a group of people complain, it's not for me to respond to them, and I don't respond back to that. It's for me to inquire as chairman of the board from the LBS management as to what happened. So when LBS management briefed me, then if I wanted to say anything about the situation, then I'm speaking on an informed basis. But the person were denied. I can't come on the platform and say, this is it where they law they want it. No, I can't do that. All the people who brought me here, they know I am not here for politics. I'm here to communicate based on the truth. And it's good. It's a good thing that such a complaint is coming from the opposition. I was just listening to Gideon this morning on the very ELBC. And he said the last time you were on ELBC was 2016. And the closer he came to going back, the same 2016 was, he said, was in 2022. When he was invited to appear on the show. You were 5 days away from the station. And you received a call that, sorry, you can't appear. He made no enough. He go to them and say, oh, I should go and you deny me. He just went from always go to the station. You know, you were very robust. You were one of the critical voices against the regime at that time, especially in the Growth Center. You went on the